subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any video from my channel.
Yo! On LCameraTV, make sure you like, subscribe, and share social cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. When you see the screen lines, you know you have been notified. And guys, it is time for me to talk about my Lakers again. I've been neglecting them, man. I've been neglecting them, so I gotta do some videos about my Lakers, man. You know, so we got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying? A certain player turned 21, so then we gotta talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Another player, well, same player actually, just solidified himself in the starting five. And you know, I gotta talk about the Lakers made the right move in this situation. So we got a lot to talk about, guys. So let's get started. My dog, Lonzo Ball, just turned 21 years old. And you know, it's funny, man. The man just turned 21, you know what I'm saying, just became able to drink. And he has way more money than most of us. So that's just, you know, crazy that a 21-year-old is rich like that. But whatever, you know, that is what it is. He perfected his craft. He became a basketball player. And he's, you know, he's a pretty good one. So, you know, Lonzo Ball just turned 21 years old. Everybody was, you know, congratulating him and giving him shouts out, man. And LeBron James did something that I didn't expect. Obviously, it's part of the game, but it kind of did like a little rookie hazing, obviously. And they made LeBron got the rookies to sing "Happy Birthday" to Lonzo Ball on his birthday, man. And you know, obviously, you know, I'm not really for the hazing, but whatever, you know. But it is what it is. I understand that, you feel me? It wasn't nothing crazy or whatever like that, you feel me? But you know, LeBron has just put his culture and his you know, his thumbprint, his footprints all over his team, man. And it's helping him, man. I think it's really helping him out. I think he's really been influential on, you know, Lonzo Ball and just the team in general. And he's trying to build that culture, man. And it's hard to get away from a losing culture that the Lakers had for, you know, for a little while now. You know what I'm saying? They had a losing culture. So, you know, LeBron's trying to, you know, kind of expel that culture. He's trying to get them to understand how to win and how to win in difficult moments. Because at the end of the day, when they're in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, they're going to have to make some, you know what I'm saying, some tough shots. Things are going to be a little bit tighter. Refs are going to, you know, swallow the whistle a little bit more. You feel me? They're not going to call many calls. So, you know, even though the Panthers, no, the Lakers don't really get no calls. So that's just me being honest. But whatever. But yeah, you know, you know, it's going to be kind of difficult in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron's trying to instill that into them now and instill that camaraderie, that team, you know what I'm saying, that team atmosphere, that team mindset, and just help them grow as players and as men right now. So when they get to the playoffs, man, they know how to, you know, control themselves and have that composure in the playoffs, man, and know how to handle that pressure, man. So it's a very difficult thing to do, but, you know, LeBron's definitely, you know, starting off very good, and I think he's really influencing a lot of these players, man. You know, the way I was seeing Lonzo drill his shots, man, and you know, driving to the lane with confidence, I think that's definitely, you know, part of LeBron, you know, uplifting him and telling him you can do this. So, you know, happy birthday, Lonzo, man. But, you know, definitely LeBron James has been helping Lonzo, and I think he's been helping a lot of players, man. So happy birthday, Lonzo, bro. Turn up, you feel me? Actually, you got a game, so don't turn up. But happy birthday anyways. On his birthday, the Lakers gave Lonzo Ball the gift that keeps on giving. They named him as the starter, and he's going to stay in the starting five. You know, obviously Rondo just came back from suspension. And I'm not going to lie, man. He's been balling. He's definitely been balling, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Obviously, it was a tough decision for the Laker brass and, you know, Luke Walton. And at times, I didn't know if Luke Walton was for Lonzo. I'm talking about last year. You know, last year he was kind of, he was doing some things I didn't necessarily agree with. He kept on pulling them out and putting them back in and stuff like that, whatever. Maybe he got him used to, you know, coming off the bench or whatever have you. Who knows? But, you know, those times I was like, man, is Luke Walton really not like Lonzo? And obviously his dad didn't help the situation. But, you know, Lonzo has been playing well, you know, so I'm not surprised by this, whatever. But, you know, it's kind of crazy because Lonzo was coming off the bench. You know, Rondo was doing his thing, whatever. Lonzo was coming off a knee injury. And, you know, you hear all these analysts saying, oh, Rondo, let Rondo start, whatever. And I was always on the team of, you know, let Lonzo start just on the fact of this. You know, Rondo's on a one-year deal. We know what Rondo is. You know what I'm saying? Lonzo is a draft pick. You know, he's still developing. He's still growing as a player. you always go with your future first, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I understand LeBron's there, but you got LeBron locked up, you know what I'm saying, for 3-4 years, whatever it is. I think it's 3 years with a 1-year option, whatever. So you got him locked up. So I would always, you know, lean towards the future. Even if you were going to trade Lonzo. Let's say the idea was to trade Lonzo. You would have to have him on the field and show that he's productive, you know what I'm saying, as a starter, to trade him to get the most value for him. You know what I'm saying? Putting Rondo on the field, you're not going to trade Rondo on a 1-year deal. That just doesn't make any sense. So I was definitely for Lonzo starting or whatever, but, you know, it's just, you know, obviously they wanted to put a veteran in, and I see a lot of coaches do that, man. They go with the veteran instead of the young guy. And I'm not necessarily, you know, for that mindset because, again, if you invested a draft pick into this player, you gotta see it through, man. You gotta let that player, you know, get in, make his bump, you know, get his bump lumps and whatever bumps, and then progress, man. The only way they can get better at basketball is by playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm happy Lonzo got the start. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he keeps it, man. So, you know, we'll see what happens. Obviously, you know, sometimes he plays crazy, he plays funky, he doesn't, you know, maintain what he was supposed to maintain. So we'll see if that continues. But so far, in the small sample size that we got, his shot is looking better. He's shooting like 40-some% from the three-point line. You know, so he's gained some weight so he can go to the rack. So he's been looking good, man. So we'll see what happens. And I know there's some probably Rondo fans or Lonzo haters or just Laker fans in general that are like, hey, man, put Rondo in. You know, Rondo, you know, is a proven veteran. He, you know what I'm saying, just plays, you know, gets a lot of assists. He's a floor general, all this stuff, this, that, and the third, right? Now, for me, I think the Lakers made the right choice. And I was, you know, saying that the Lakers made the right choice because there's so much more that Lonzo brings to the table than Rondo. Not even counting his age, whatever, and him being a young player, he's gonna progress past Rondo. We all know that. But just right now, he has elite size. He's like 6'6", 6'7". You know, obviously we seen when Rondo was guarding Chris Paul. Chris Paul was just basically shrugging him off him. You know what I'm saying? Which I thought was, you know, supposed to be a charging or whatever, or a penalty, but he's kind of like, you know, pushing him down, whatever, with his shoulder. But, you know, it is what it is. Obviously, that kind of spurred on the fight between Rondo and Chris Paul and Brandon Ingram and all that stuff. Where Brandon Ingram and Rondo were getting, like, basically bullied, and they weren't getting no calls, but, you know, the Rockets were getting all the calls. But, that can't happen with Lonzo. Lonzo's too big for that. So Chris Paul can't impose his will like that. That's one. Two, Lonzo, I think, is a better defender. Lonzo had 5 steals last game, man. He's nobody thought of him as a great defender, but he does his thing, man. He knows how to use his frame. He knows how to use his length. You know what I'm saying? He has quick hands. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty good, and he has the athleticism to block shots too. So he's definitely a better defender than Rondo is. Now, mind you, I think he's going to be a better rebounder. And I think he's already a better rebounder than Rondo is because of his size. And he just has a knack for getting to the ball, man. It's weird, but even his rookie year, I mean, obviously his stat line was 10, 7, and 7. So, you know, I'm not going to lie. You know, it's just, he's a better rebounder in my opinion than Rondo is. Now, Rondo, I think, is a better, you know, assist man. But the way Rondo, you know, passes the ball and the way Lonzo passes the ball are two totally different things. Rondo, he dribbles, you know what I'm saying? He orchestrates people and he passes. Lonzo is like, get the ball up court, you know what I'm saying? He passes down court a lot of times. So, you know, that's why he doesn't get as many assists as Rondo. But I do think Rondo's a better assist man. And offensively, you know what I'm saying, everybody was like bashing Lonzo, oh, he can't shoot, he can't do this, he can't do that. Well, you know what I'm saying, Rondo was a shooting liability. Now, mind you, he's been a shooting liability for most of his career, but he couldn't get to the rack. From what we're seeing now is Lonzo has been able to get to the rack, you know what I'm saying, because he put on that 20 pounds of muscle, you know what I'm saying. He's shooting the 3 ball at 40% clip, and everybody knows that LeBron James wants shooters, you know what I'm saying. That's everybody been saying, that's the narrative. LeBron James needs shooters. Lonzo looking like he could be a shooter for LeBron, man, and Rondo does not. Plus, Lonzo is better off the ball than Rondo is. Lonzo has shown that he could be running around screens and stuff like whatever, catch the ball and shoot a 3, or, you know, drive to the rack and then throw up an alley to JaVale McGee. You know what I'm saying? He seems like he's way better off the ball than Rondo is. Rondo needs the ball in his hand to be effective. Lonzo does not. So I'm definitely for Lonzo being the starter. I think it was the best, you know, course of action, and everybody who, you know, who obviously is saying Rondo should be the starter, You know what I'm saying? Be honest with yourself. Give it a hard, long look. Don't worry about his dad LeVar. Don't worry about the Triple B, you know, shoe brand, whatever. Think about the players. Who you think would be a better starter? In my opinion, it's definitely Lonzo. Well, that's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share some show cool things like Facebook and Reddit and Instagram and wherever else. And guys, don't forget to hit the bell notification, man. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. I upload randomly, so I don't want you guys to miss out. So definitely hit the bell icon, man. When you see the squiggly lines, you know I've been notified. And guys, get in the comment section, man. How do you feel about the Lakers, man? You know, obviously, I expect to see some happy birthdays to Lonzo's in the comment section, man. But do you think Lonzo's supposed to be in the starting five? And do you think Lonzo's a better, you know, player just now or long term? Put that in the comment section, man. Let me know how y'all feel, because I'm all for Lonzo, man. I think Lonzo's a better player, you know what I'm saying? And I think he's better. He might be better right now, but he's definitely going to be better long term. So definitely Lonzo being in the starting five is definitely something I'm for. So let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree, man. Don't forget to check out the LCameraTV apparel. Shirts, hats, mugs, all types of cool stuff. That link is in the description below. Check that out. Check out the Patreon page. That link is also in the description below. Exclusive content, blooper reels, you know what I'm saying, shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check that out, man. You give the Patreon page a try and the apparel page. You know what I'm saying? Show some love, man. Cop some gear. If you cop some gear, you know what I'm saying, tag me or at me on Instagram at LCamera25. Take a picture of the outfit or the you know, the mug or whatever you cop. You know what I'm saying, and tag me, whatever, so I can give y'all a shout out, man. Y'all already know what it is. Check out my dog Renan Esteim's video. His video is going to be at the very end of my video. You know what I'm saying, the end screen. Very funny dude, very talented guy. I think you guys really like his stuff, man. So definitely be on the lookout for his stuff, man. Share with all the Lakers fans out there, all the Clippers fans out there, all the NBA fans in general. Share with everybody. Share with the San Antonio Spurs, whoever, man. Let them know that Laker Nation rocking with LCameraTV and LCameraTV rocking with Laker Nation. Thank y'all for always showing love. Thank y'all, you know what I'm saying. I have to drop some more Laker videos, man. For the few Laker fans that are on my page, man. Let's get this Laker Nation, you know, group growing on my page, man. Thank y'all for always showing love. Thank y'all for always tuning in, man. Thank y'all for, you know, always representing and sharing my videos and supporting the channel, man. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.